How good does that feel? Just not only to beat that specific team the way you guys did, but the way you guys played that atmosphere. How does it feel?
To play to our standard is awesome. I mean, I talked about it last week. It's us versus us. We're playing to our standard to go out there and execute. I know the second half didn't look as pretty, but a win's a win. And what's awesome is that we get this next week to go and look at the film and correct those mistakes on both sides of the ball. Make sure it doesn't happen again. So it's awesome to be 2-0.
The way to half play last year against these guys, how good did it feel right away? First series, you bat a ball, you get you sack right away.
Yeah, I knew how I was going to be approaching this game. Last year they didn't get all 60 minutes, but I knew this year I was going to make sure they knew who I was all 60 minutes.
How are guys just feeding off each other? I mean, you're kind of taking turns getting sacks there in the first half. Could you just feel the energy picking off one another?
I mean, yeah, the more the merrier, right? I mean, when we had 4 at one point from 4 different dudes, 4 for 4 from Wendy's, right? Like, it was just awesome just to go on the sideline, hype each other up, but, our goal was to get one more every drive we went out there. And, we were getting there. He's a great quarterback, though, so, he's able to be elusive or get the ball out quick. So, yeah, no, a lot of kudos to them.
Ty, coach said this team's still learning to try to play with a lead. How do you assess that performance in the second half after how dominant the first 30 were?
Yeah, again, you got, those older guys, and then you have a lot of younger guys as well. And since I've been here, it's been a lot of tough games, battling to the very end. So learning how to, what it means to stay focused, not relax, not freak out when, the score isn't pretty going our way or their way. But, I think, just make sure to stay in the moment, going out there one play at a time for those drives. And, I think that's how we ended up winning. Just kept reminding everybody, stay in the moment, one play.
How did that atmosphere stack up compared to games that you played in the past?
Yeah, no, that's probably the second loudest I've heard. I think Michigan 2021 was probably the loudest I've heard. But, when I'm out there, you don't really hear it when you get in your stance, when you're trying to communicate with each other. So it's really hard to really take it in. But, sitting on the sideline and getting to listen to them cheer for the offense, can't really talk to the dude right next to you.
Ty, how much did you guys feed off of that energy in the first half when things were building and you were getting momentum and things were happening your way really in every phase of the game?
I mean, that's just, how we wanted to come out starting the game, dominance. We wanted them to feel us. So, when we went out there, I was really happy that coach was like, nah, if we win this toss, let's defer, let the defense go out. And I think it's awesome because, defense is a real tone setter for the game. And I think we, accomplished that goal today.
You guys haven't started a year 2-0 since 2016. I mean, just to get over that hurdle that's kind of plagued Nebraska, how big was that for the program tonight?
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you think it like that, but then you can think of it as 1-0, right? And so to go 1-0 every week, you end up at the end of the season being 12-0, and then you go into the playoffs or whatever the offseason or the postseason. I think that's what this team does a great job of, is not really looking at it in terms of a whole, but really going 1-0. I mean, we got it on posters, everyone, pieces of paper all throughout the facility, 1-0, whoever the opponent is.
Ty, did you block the field goal? Was that something in film review during this week that you thought was a possibility?
Yeah, we knew that he was going to kick it low and hard, or kind of a low line drive. So we just made sure, got our 5 steps, and I made sure to jump as high as I could because I knew that ball was going to. I almost blocked the second one that he missed. It just went right past my face when I jumped. But we had a mistake we had a MA on that. Someone was supposed to be right next to me, so it might have been blocked. Who knows? But yeah, no, we knew he was going to be kicking it low.
Did you sense that Shedeur was getting frustrated even early or eventually?
I mean, yeah, well, if I was in that position where I'm getting hit that many times, whether I have the ball or not, I'd be pretty frustrated as well. But we don't really worry about that. We just know what it's going to do to him, and we're just going to keep feeding off of that to help us, with our energy and make sure we keep that momentum going and take advantage of that.
Were you on the field on the Tommy kick, and just
Yeah.
What was the feeling like when that happened for you?
Yeah, no, I definitely thought they were going to run the ball. We ran a stunt in the interior, and then all of a sudden I look out to him throwing that ball, and I just see Tommy come from right behind him, just pick it and take it to the end zone. I did go over there and I jumped him. I was freaking pumped. I ragdolled him a little bit, and and I was excited. That was awesome.
All good. All right, thanks, Todd.
Thank you.